So you're going to the mine shaft?
After a bit, let them check in there. I have these still recording, so it's still going, so.
There you go.
Having this going, this off, and then when we go into the other ones, this is still going, this goes on.
Oh.
See, this way you can see the deering and the weighting.
Right.
And then I can actually combine it all into one video and then give it to you. But the edited one for YouTube.
Right. I appreciate it. I can't wait to see it.
Yeah.
So.
There's some tweaks I have to tweak out, and
if you could send me a copy, I really appreciate it.
Yeah. I'm sending you the whole thing before the edited version. Because once I get it all downloaded and stuff, I'm going to save it all to a CD or AKA DVD, because I got the DVD recorder at home.
Right.
And then I just download that and then bring it up. Because we're going to Granite next week.
Right.
On the 4th. Maybe we can stop by on the way through.
So.
And then drop it off. This way you have the original thing.
Right. Now, what date are you going there?
4th of next month.
See, this is August the 4th. Oh, yeah, because Gary will be up here. Well, he may still be here. When is the 4th? Next Saturday?
It's Sunday.
Sunday. Dang, he leaves on Saturday. And he doesn't get back up here till about a week or so later. Maybe I can devise a spot that you can put it.
Or I could actually, if you get mail, I can mail it off too. That might work better.
Well, you got my address.
Yeah.
On that, so just mail it to my. I put it on that card there.
Yeah.
Just mail it to that. I really appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did try. We put a mailbox out there, and we put Galena. We actually put Bates on there, and put the Church of Galena, and it made it. We sent a letter just to see if it would make it here.
Yeah.
Just no address. The Church of Galena with Bates, because that's where the mail goes through, and it made it. I got the letter in there. Gary sent it, and it took about 3 weeks, but it got here. And of course, the mail gal knows us, so that. But I mean, we were just seeing if it would make it, and it did. We couldn't believe it.
Well, that's the good thing. It actually arrived. You know?
It did.
So,
I didn't open it up because when I'm gone, my kids will get it, and they'll probably open it up because they want to know what it says.
Yeah.
I'm just so I'm saving it for them. So I put it in the drawer in there. So one day they'll go through and there's a letter to Dad,
Right.
and it's never been opened. So I'm not opening it. And all that was just a test letter, but still,
Yeah. Testing.
It says preacher on there too, So they'll get a kick out of it,
And see, the good thing is, if my buddy had enough gas, he would actually enjoy coming here and checking this out, because you do share the history, and it does bring people like, oh, really? I want to go.
Oh, yeah. Like I said, you didn't hear me. I was talking about the 100-year-old lady. No? Okay.
I was probably in the jail.
Okay, so John, who did my gate thing here, he's so pumped, he's so excited, and he had to come up here. Okay, so he came up the other week or so ago and spent the night up here. He's just excited. So his mother's all excited. His mother's all excited. Wants to come up here. And she's only 100. 100. And she's so excited about coming up here because he's so excited. Now she's so excited and she wants to come up here, but I got a kick out of it, So another person I know that doesn't, just has a lot of issues in that. I says, well, I got this one lady, she wants to come up here. Now she's probably only like 78 or 79. I says, well, she's only 100, but of course she's going, well, I'm only 78, But they're just so cute,
Yeah. But I told my buddy, maybe with my video I can send it to you and you can post it on your channel.
Right.
This way it gets more people, because he has over 2.5K subscribers.
Oh, wow.
So he would get the word out quicker than I would, but still with sharing the history and stuff and seeing inside, it would make a difference.
Well, it makes a difference if you're there.
Yeah.
And that because it's everything about not just the picture, it's what's behind the picture.
Right.
That puts in, you know, you don't know how people react. You don't know too much about anything if you just take a picture, but if you know a little bit about why that picture, or how you got that picture, or how it led up to that picture, it's more exciting.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
You know, because it's all about the story. Without a story, you have nothing.
That's right.
So you got to have a story.
That's right.
You got a little shed back there too, huh?
Yeah, Gary built that for our lawnmower and quad nat. He built that out of fence board.
And that's actually what the interior of the jail is, fence boards, old fence boards.
Well, it makes it look more.
Authentic.
Yeah. Rustic and
Because the way we look at things up here, when we build something, you can't just go to the grocery store and pick up something. You better make something up here work.
Right.
And I tell you, we are professional as at that. Now, we have a guy down there, and a couple of houses down, and he's always yelling at us, you guys know what a level is or a ruler? And we said, what do they look like? You know, because we do everything by the seat of the pants.
Yep.
So when they came out and put our electric pole in, this is a classic. I wish I would have had my camera. So they're putting in the pole and they got it all set. And this is the electric company. They get a shovel and they go like this. That was the level. A shovel. Perfect for this town. You know, where's my camera at that moment? Because that was such a classic. Because we do everything around here, we have to adjust. Everything's about adjusting up here because nothing's level, nothing's ever anything. Now, when we put that building together, those posts were set, and during the summer, they warped. They went like
They were
this.
pressure treated 4x6 posts that we cemented in the ground. And especially this front left post,
Yeah.
It went just like this. So guess what? We had to we couldn't bring the pole out. We had to keep putting wood in. You know. So I mean, you have to keep
about up there at the top, we moved it about a foot.
yeah, because
filled
it
it
went
in.
over all that way
Oh my gosh.
on that. So
Wow.
so so we think like they did up here. We think like they do. They don't go down to the store. They have to figure out something that's going to work. What
That's
can
right.
we do to make that work? And that's the way we do here. We make things, if you would see the roof line on that, it would be a disaster to an architect because we, at the time, we had 2x4s, 2x6s, 2x8s, cut down this, do that, add that, everything else, you know, it looked like, whoa, I'm not getting in underneath that roof, you know, but...
Well, we just did, so.
Yeah, I know, and looks
Oh,
good.
it's perfect.
Yes, it
Remember,
does.
Yeah.
it's all about adjustments.
Yeah. Exactly.
Adjustments here.
The good
Yep.
thing is, even though this is actually a recording, it's still picking up what we're talking about right now.
Oh,
And
good.
the good thing is, yeah, hey, the good thing is, they will get dizzy in there though.
Yeah. Oh, it's got that vortex. Don't worry about small things. You know that. You know how to solve that problem? A couple drinks. You lean the other way.
Yeah.
True.
I can handle
All
it.
right.
There you go.
All right. Let me get ready on the other one so we can do
Okay, there you
mine,
go, Gary. Take him to the mine shelter.
Ooh, I can't wait to go in this.
mine cart, mine shelter.
Anything you want to be. There can be anything you want to be.
Well, for me, it's going to be. The summer cooler because when it's 100 degrees out here, you go in there, it's going to be about 45 degrees.
Oh, nice.
And then before we go, I'm gonna film that and then,
You want to go in here first, or
yeah,
okay?
we'll
so
go in here first.
This is a root cellar, actually, and when I got up here, I've been coming up for 5 years now. When I got up here, the roof was caved in. Before it caved in, it was covered with 2 or 3 feet of dirt. And anyway, at one point, it caved in. I was told a horse went up on top
Ooh.
and broke it. And so all this dirt and timber and rocks and everything went in there about 4 feet deep. And Mike was never going to do anything with it. Well, I couldn't stand that. So I decided this would be my project. So I started digging it out with this little wagon and a shovel. Took me quite a while to do.
And we will be going in.
Yep.
Okay, so this front entrance, it was bad too. The timbers there had rotted out, and this beam here actually went like this,
Wow.
so you couldn't really get in there. So I took it all apart and found out that side was rotten too, so I replaced them all and got it all nice and sturdy, and so there it is. Put in a ventilation pipe so when I get doors on here, it'll get air in there.
Nice.
Okay, and you come in and you watch. This isn't so bad here, but the next one's
A little
pretty
low. So watch your head, Lena.
Oh yeah.
And you can feel it cool right now.
Yeah.
But
So
when I
what-
get it all sealed in, it's going to be a lot cooler.
And these are the original rocks.
walls, which are kind of bowed a little bit, but that's
Oh,
how it's going to be.
And this is going to be...
Just a place to get in out of the heat, as far as I'm concerned. I'm going to have a couple chairs in here, and on a hot day, I can come in and get cooled off, have a cool drink, whatever.
there you go. Nice.
I'm gonna. It's actually gonna have LED light strips up here, so
Right on.
it'll be lit up in here. Not real bright, but
Right.
enough
That
so you
looks
can
like
see.
an original ladder that used to be in here.
That is not a ladder. What they use this for, there was one here and one down there, and it was a shelf.
Shelf.
Oh. Well, that makes sense.
Wow.
It's a shelf to put things, their stuff on.
Wow.
All right, I'm gonna step on out.
Watch your head.
God, now I just want to stay right in here with you. It's nice and cool.
It is.
Alright, watch my head. And now, the original mining cart.
And I forget how much Mike paid for it, but he got a good deal on it.
And there are some real mining tracks right there. You guys can see that. This is what the inside looks like.
And that is going to be set up on these tracks leading into that entrance.
And it isn't going in it, but it will be acting like it is.
Yes. And we're going to probably fill it full of rocks and then chain it to the ground because we don't want to see it go away.
I don't blame you. Alright.
Oh, and the original outhouse, which is still an outhouse, no, but not. We don't use it. It's a storage shed for yard tools.
The original outhouse, guys. There you guys go. Alright. That one's done.
And you got the gas pump, right?
Yeah, I'll get that on our way through to there. Yeah, my wife wouldn't be able to fit in there. She would have been able to cool off going, ah.
Well, sorry about this.
Yeah.
The original size, I couldn't make it any different.
No, leave it the original way.
Well, normally the barn was
Did
bigger
you
than
did
the
you
house.
get the other side
Yeah,
of
that's
that
where the
building?
honey's,
No, not yet.
Made is in the barn. That's where the animals go.
I did
That's
take
where
photos
they
of
store
it
their
though,
hay. That's where
but
they,
not the video
you know.
yet.
I never knew of that concept
But
until
while they're
I lived in
busy.
Germany. And you're not kidding.
Yeah. Oh, and it was all about the barn.
It's all about the barn, and it's to help keep the home.
Ted and Charlie was my aunt and uncle.
Well, that's where
My
they made
grandma
their survival
gave this
was,
property to
and,
them.
You know, usually revolving around.
Now
the
they are
barn.
both passed now, so it went to their kids, and then it all ended up with Mike and Susan. So
Wow.
they own it all.
You could fit the house in the barn.
Oh,
Right,
yeah,
right.
exactly.
A couple of times. Because their barn is 3 stories, too.
And this is our big attempt to hide a camper
They need it, right? And they can't just truck
and make it look like a house.
I mean, if they're not getting
Well, it does work.
You can't go in. It's forbidden.
See? Locked. But at least this way you guys can actually see it looks original. It looks like it's part of the property. And come on, bunkhouse. It's a good idea.
sawdust, and what's strange about it, it's about that thick, and it's sawdust, and if you just put your hand in there, it smells like
I hear those guys.
and here it is,
Chirp, 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 chirp.
100 years old. And so I told my wife when I was looking at it, I was going to make that a kitchen little area, and I call it rooms that don't look like them, people have rooms in the back.
Right.
No. Anyhow, and I says, but this walk-in little freezer thing here is kind of, it's all beat up and broken, everything else.
It's okay,
He says,
Bella.
Well, I don't want to lose that. So
It's
I gotta
okay.
rebuild
So,
it.
yeah,
Yep.
Yep.
So,
You ready to go get dizzy?
oh, you going to the vortex?
Yep.
So the only other problem with this area is Lake Mosquito over here.
Yeah.
Yeah, they dug a hole over there. I don't even know how that got there. I don't see no really dredging right there, but it's close, right behind us.
It never goes dry, but it's
Watering hole
mosquito heaven.
watering hole for animals like horses and stuff, maybe?
Maybe.
Well, could have been. But I was telling Gary last night when I was sitting here relaxing, only one mosquito came out. I don't know if it's because of him. I don't know. No, but I only saw one mosquito. I've never only saw one mosquito. I don't think I've ever only saw one mosquito.
Right.
You know.
Right? Yeah, because up in the high prairie above Ukiah, the watering holes there for the spring are actually, they are not natural. The ranchers dug them for the cattle.
Yeah.
So that's why I kind of thought, well, maybe a watering hole for animals. I mean,
Yeah.
I
Well,
imagine how many horses and mules.
Oh, they had
have
all.
here.
Yeah, you have to think all the stuff they did have here.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so.
Probably even some oxen, because oxen are stronger than.
Could very
that
well
could
be.
Yeah.
We got the collar in there. You saw the collar
Yeah.
for the oxen, yeah. Yeah, we had to take it off him, you know. He was really upset.
All right.
Okay.
What, you're coming with us to get dizzy, or you want to sit?
I'm gonna sit for a little bit longer.
All right.
All right, so I'm already dizzy in the head.
You already dizzy?
It's a natural
There you
thing
go.
for me. If I go lean in, catch me.
And Lena, do you know what that is?
I would assume some sort of oil or gas.
Gas pump.
All right, see? Hey, I know something.
That had a glass top.
That's what I thought. It normally comes with a glass.
So anyhow, this is how you pump it up. You know, you pump this thing up here. Well, you know, I decided, you know, we're going to have to do something about it. If you look down there, I don't know, it could have been from the person who took that glass top. See
Right.
them bones?
Yeah, I saw that.
Exactly. We had a bone to pick with him. And so, as you can see, though, we haven't lost any more of the gas
No.
thing here. So, yeah, we
Well,
like
that's
it.
pretty.
Yeah, and it's still here too. But now that little window over here, now that is where they kept the meat and all the stuff that needed to be cooled. And that was the exit window, so it wouldn't get real hot in that.
Okay.
And that's inside there is where the sawdust and everything else is to keep like a refrigeration unit going. But,
I can't wait to see this sawdust.
oh yeah. Well, now this is our storage area right now. This is, you know, we're starting to work on it. We put this floor in.
And the
And
roof.
this is kind of, and I kind of had to rebuild things up here, and we're going to redo this roof and all that. But this area right here is where you can see like all the boards there, and if you look in there,
I'm gonna.
you can.
Go ahead.
Well, you can't get to the sawdust here, but you can see that exterior window.
Oh, yeah.
And that, but it is thick with sawdust, and this is the future little kitchen. Let's see here. We got a light over here.
Easy.
Easy.
Yeah, no hurting yourself.
Let me.
Yeah, go.
You can feel the.
Yep.
Yeah. But the floor is perfectly level.
It is.
Yeah, the floor is
And that's what I have
perfectly
to
level.
concentrate on is the floor.
So, in here is the old part here, John. And what we had somebody staying in here that wasn't supposed to.
Wow.
That's how the plastic got there, because it was leaking so bad before we put the roof on, and they'd actually put a bunk bed right over here to the side.
I'm gonna let you.
And they
Yeah.
camped out in here for I'm not sure how long they were here, but you see the thing over here. If you look around the corner, you'll see a stove, and that's what they use for heat. Oh yeah, you have to take a peek there. You see it around the corner, way around the corner. That was their. You may not be able to see it.
Maybe not. Hold on.
But you can step on that board there. You should be fine on the left side.
There we go.
But they made themselves a home in here. They camped right out. Now this, if you look down in here, you'll see we still have some of the original logs down there underneath the flooring.
Yep.
And that's what they used back then. And they put the boards over it, but that still has all the original. Now over in the corner over there, you can see a little bit of an opening. That's where the well was.
Wow.
So they could get the water. And so this is going to be, where eventually will be 2 bedrooms. And we're going to have to cut this a little bit taller.
I could almost fit under there without.
Well, they built these. They built these with no foundation. This thing was on dirt, so if you take it down another 1.5 feet, you could have probably got it underneath there. And so I built it up. Sometimes it gets a little wet underneath here. So anyhow, I built it up and put the flooring so we'd have something solid. And then, as you can see up here, that's the original wood. I left even the original cloth up there.
Wow.
And those are original wires that they had up here. But yeah, this is, I've been trying to do the uniqueness of trying to square it up inside, but as you can see, it's a little difficult.